Good morning, boys and girls. Mr. Warholic here to read the directions for you for today's math sheet. I'm going to have the directions every day in the math materials so that if you need help, you can click on my video to see what you're supposed to do. You can watch the video as many times as you need to. Today in class, we took a look at whether or not people were wearing shoes and then made a graph and talked about the data that we collected. At home, you're going to find 10 different pairs of shoes. There's the title of our graph, 10 shoes I found. So you need to find 10 pairs of shoes in your house. Record the type of each shoe on the chart below. So what I would do is look around the house, like ask if you can find some of mom's shoes or dad's shoes or brother or sister's shoes. And then you need to look, are they shoes that tie? If they are, you should probably put maybe a circle here. That might be the easiest way to do it. And then you can look and see, is it a slip-on shoe, one that doesn't need to be tied? Is it another kind of shoe, like maybe mommy's high heels or a sandal? And then you figure out how many shoes you figured together. So I'm going to pretend that I walked around my house, and let's see, I have my gym shoes, I have my dress shoes that lace up, I have a pair of boat shoes that lace up, and I have another pair of gym shoes, my Nikes, and I have my winter boots. They lace up. And then I looked around the house and I have on some summer shoes that slide on, and I have another pair of summer shoes that slide on, and I have a pair of loafers, and then I have one other pair of loafers. And I have two pairs of flip-flops. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, I have a little bit more than 10. That's okay. So now I have my data chart that shows the types of shoes that are in my house. Remember, you only need to look at 10 different kinds of shoes. Shoes that tie, slip-on shoes, ones that don't have any laces, and then other shoes would be like flip-flops or mommy's high heels, things like that. Now you need to count up and tell all of the total of shoes that you counted. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 11 shoes. Now I hope you noticed that when I was counting, I pointed and touched to each one to make sure I counted accurately. That would be a really good thing for you to do too. Use your finger and point as you count so you're sure you get every single one. Now, in the space down here, you need to tell me 2 statements about your data. And a statement is just a sentence that tells information. So like you might want to say, I found out that we have more shoes in my house than sandals. Or I have more shoes that tie than any other kind of shoe. And then you need to write those sentences out. I have more shoes that tie, period. My other statement could be, I have 2 pairs of flip-flops, period. So you're going to look at the data for your house and you're going to come up with 2 telling sentences to tell me about your data. You can tell me, like I did here, I have more shoes that tie. You can tell me what kind of shoes you have the most of. You can tell me what kind of shoes you have the least of. You can tell me I have more shoes that tie than slide-on shoes. Think about your data very carefully and come up with 2 sentences that describe your data. When you're done, you are going to get your computer or your tablet and you're going to take a picture of this document. I need you to make sure that it's nice and close, kind of like this, so that Mr. Warholic and his old eyes can really read your work. Take a picture of your work in Seesaw, and then you're going to use the microphone button to tell me how many shoes did you find that tie, how many shoes did you find that are slip-ons, how many other kinds of shoes did you find, what was the total number of shoes that you found, and then you're going to read me your 2 complete sentences about your data. If you have any questions, come to my office hour at